How you doing, people? Today I'm stringing a Wilson K61 Tour. This is a heavy-duty racket that I guess Roger Federer used to play with. On the throat area, it even has his Roger Federer signature over there. String pattern is 16 by 19. Unstrung weight is 340 grams, a whopping 340 grams. 12 points headlight. Recommended tension 50 to 60 pounds. So today I'm stringing it with Hybrid G17 in the mains and a Singut in the crosses as a hybrid setup. This racket has 6 grommets in the throat, so I'm stringing it through the throat. It's the first time I ever strung a racket like this. This is supposed to be a very legendary kind of a racket. I'm stringing both the mains and crosses at 54 pounds. Because this is only a 90 square inch frame, I forgot to mention that it's a 90 square inch head size. It's not necessarily a close pattern because it's still 16 by 19, but the real estate inside the frame is only 90 square inch, so I guess that makes the distance between strings close pattern technically. So for a close pattern like this, I wouldn't necessarily string it at such a high tension myself, but everybody's different. Client is supposed to be a pretty big hitter, according to his coach. So always get what the customers want. And if it turns out that it's not suitable for the customer, then you can provide with further recommendations based on your professional experience. I mean, your professional recommendation, that is. Here's a link in the description, BetterHelp.com/MikeTennis, OHQ. Clicking that link not only supports the channel, but gets you 10% off your first month. So if you're struggling with school, if you could benefit from a therapy session, click the link in the description or go to BetterHelp.com/MikeTennis. Again, OHQ, 10% off your first month. Thanks again for BetterHelp for supporting the channel. Go check them out. So if you think the newly released Wilson RF1 Tour or Pro, yes, the Pro, if you think that model is heavy at 320 grams unstrung, just take a look at this one. It's 340 grams unstrung. I guess Federer used to play with this. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the 90s, that's when he's just peaking. So he could swing such a heavy racket. I'm not sure if he could still do it now. Must be difficult. That's my guess. That's the reason why throughout his career he has switched to easier and easier to use rackets. But my take on the newly released RF1 Pro stick is that it's not exactly an easy to use racket for us mortals. In my opinion, it's suitable for players in the 4.5 to 4.5 and up, put it that way. Because I've only used it for a few minutes and I just don't gel with it, and it's too heavy for me for sure. suppose I could always try the regular 310 version, 310 gram version, and they also have a future, a version called the RF1 Future that is lighter, that's below 300 gram. So those may be suitable for me or somebody at my level. I like how this racket actually has box beam all across the frame and the throat area. That's different from a lot of the modern frames having more of a rounded off shape. So I came across an issue while during my play at the local court today. I wanted to record my match on Swing Vision, so when I arrived, I asked my partner, "Is it okay?" He said, "Sure." He's been seen on Swing Vision before. He understands what it is, so I started recording right before our match. The court next to us, this couple who had been playing there, he's like, "Excuse me, are you recording a video? Because if you are, I just ask you not to post us online. If you get any recordings of us." I'm like, "I'm not shooting at your court, I'm only shooting at my court." He's like, "Well, just don't put us online." I'm like, I'm not putting it online. And he still wouldn't take no for it. I mean, I didn't exactly say no to him, so he started getting loud with me. He's like, "I just don't want us to be put online, okay? Understand?" He started getting loud with me, like he's trying to tell me what to do. So I want to get your take on it. Is there such a thing as privacy right in a public space, in a public place? We all got rights to be at a public place. We all got right to do certain things at the public place. He's got right being there, but I'm not sure if he has so much right as to tell people what to do with their own video, with the content of their recording. I mean, sure, I could be nice and I tell him, "Oh yes sir, I would delete you off of my video before I upload it to the internet." But what exactly does that mean? I could be, "Yes sir, yeah," and then I turn around and I post it on the internet anyways. I mean, part of me feel like telling him, if you don't want to be on my video, then how about move to a different court on a far corner? Or how about leave and go to a different park and play? Because this is a free country. We're playing tennis here on my own time. I use my own recording equipment. I'm shooting straight at the court with no intention of capturing you. Now, if you happen to be picking up balls like next to our court, yeah, you'll show up on our video, but it's not intentional. Now, do you actually have right to tell me what I do and do not do with my own video? So I want to get your take on what your experience has been. I would have been okay if the guy used words such as "please" or "thank you." No, he wanted to get loud with me. So actually, I did as a courtesy, I asked my partner, should we move to the next court, which is, you know, from the court that's adjacent to them to the next one over, so we won't be immediately next to them. So he had agreed, so we moved over. I had to rehang my video, rehang my camera, and the guy didn't complain anymore. And then they'd only play there for like 10 minutes more, and then they left. So I'm not sure if next time I encounter somebody like that, I will be so nice about it. I would, in a way, I would think this type of people are a little bit entitled, kind of full of themselves. But if you think I'm wrong in saying that or thinking that, please comment below and let me know, or maybe how I can better handle the situation in the future. Oh, the left side and the right side match perfectly in pitch, so I'm really happy about that. Let's break out my 17 gauge sing gut. How can you tell people not to post their match on video when they're not even shooting at you intentionally? So after the event, I kind of felt bad and felt a little bit mad at them, but it's too late because I didn't speak my mind right there then. So now I'm kind of mad at myself for being too nice. I didn't stand up for my rights. That's pretty much what it is. Other people think they have their right, but I think I have my right too. Can't always be nice to everybody and please everybody. That's when you get taken advantage of.
Back in Taipei again at a very interesting moment in history. Because what's significant about our times?
Thinking maybe he had heard me ask him, my partner, if he was okay with me recording. Maybe he thought that I should ask them. Well, who the heck do they think they are? I mean, not only is this guy my regular partner, I also string for him. Of course, the first time I record my match with him, I want to get his okay, just in case he doesn't want to be recorded. Then I wouldn't not have recorded the match. But these people next door, I suspect that he had heard me asking my partner he may be thinking that, hey, why didn't I ask them?
Ask yourself,
That's the thing. You see, some people are just full of themselves.
can possibly
They're strangers to me. They just happen to be playing next door. I mean, in the next court. They're not my customers. I have no reason to please them. Please them.
some dangerous flashpoints in the world and some less dangerous.
I tell you,
Offering people
next time if I see something like that, I'm gonna tell them off.
And if you had to do a list of some of the most dangerous areas in the world, by any
I'm trying to save
convention,
some string by using the start knot. Usually that's the only time I would use a start knot like that. And 54 pounds.
for the people of
You know what? I'll use 10% pre-stretch because, yeah, just because. Could have stretched it along the pole too, but I didn't do that.
geopolitics, and that's why I really important the geopolitical summit. And then we can also talk about how the impact will be also of the U.S. presidential election. So what I plan to do then for my remarks is to divide them into 5 parts. First part, I hope to try and give you a broad overview of the big structural changes happening in the world. Part 2,
Let's watch some Amazing Crosses. I think he's a nice dude. He makes some sense.
Yo, what's your favorite stream?
I think he's alright.
Guys, man, process here. It's episode 5, guys. It's been a fun ride. I was piggyback on other episodes, but you know, I try to escape tennis during the working days, and I do a whole separate thing, you know, not tennis related, but somehow I always, you know, revert back to tennis. So that's in the back of my head. But you know, I've been asking a lot of questions on Instagram, and a lot of comments. You know, like, hey, what do you guys do? You guys do it all the time. No problem. In your business, you know, your business is different from mine. We have similarities, but I feel like I can figure out a way to kind of help you guys out, no matter what the situation is. And one of the big ones that was, hey, I'm scared of rejection. You know, why would a client say no? What do I do when a client says no? And you know, nobody likes rejection. That's a huge thing, right? Like, damn, she said no. And we think about it too much. I feel like, you know, if you're business, like, hey, he said no because if it's not a personal thing, you gotta treat it like that. You're not gonna get along with every single one. It'd be great if you got 20 calls and, you know, put it out the ballpark. Made an ace in every single, you know, call you got. Everybody's satisfied. Sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. Even for us, like, you know, and I hate reviews on YouTube and hate reviews on Google reviews because it's either like, so like, either they love you, they leave you a message, like they leave like 5-star reviews, and then there's like,
I kept getting these Google business verification calls
so there's really no middle
these days.
right?
I think they're scammers.
But look at
Ask you to press 1 to confirm, and I press 1, and then we're here anything else. I just get hung up on.
I know they try to have like different strategies to stop the fake reviews, but if you see like 100% or 95% and above like positive reviews, like something's definitely wrong.
That's
Like,
me.
Either they're asking for likes and reviews and things like that, or
I'm not asking. I just send them my. I just share my Google
dude, you just started
business
like,
profile.
100 reviews and they're all good. And like there's two
And
something they ordered.
that Google's automatic message says
No
something stringing would
comment.
like your review. So Google asked them for me. Yeah, so Google asked them,
Let's go back to
and I would appreciate the review.
sometimes usually run the price.
And there's no shame in
They
that.
give it to you, it's like, hey, I need my racket strung. Can you hook it up? Right? I have a machine. They don't know.
I think that's
Say
better
have a
than
strung machine. Like, hey, I need
getting voluntary negative reviews for sure.
an hour. I'm too busy right now. You know, it's gonna take me, you know, like at least an hour of my time to string 3 rackets. You know, get all that stuff done from the machine. Go back.
That I
home,
agree
do
with.
all that. Take
I
care
agree
of
with
it,
him
everything.
charging customers more. That's what I need to do
It's gonna
more.
take me more than 2.5 hours just to string these rackets. So I call you up and say, hey, I got 3 rackets, man. How much can you do it for? Or, you know, and you're like, oh man, I'll do it for like $30 a racket. Yeah, that's $90 for all 3. And for me, I'll be like, no, that's cool. I understand, you know, sorry to waste your time. And the reason I say that is it's not like I can afford it. And those are my prices, so that's the value of me. Like, if I was gonna do 3 rackets, it's gonna cost me like $30 because I have to string things like that. But for me to pay somebody else, it's not worth my time. So the price, you know, it wasn't because he wasn't a good stringer. It wasn't because that, you know, I didn't want to get the racket strung, or you know, he had some bad energy. It's just, hey, my price tension is set where it's like, hey, I know for 3 rackets I can make $90, and for me to pay $90, I can do it myself. You know, I would say no. Now it's a different scenario right here. I'm brand new. I don't have a stringer. Little long any strings. It's last minute. I need to get my racket strung. Hey man, I just broke some of these rackets. I got a tennis tournament tomorrow. So I know it's bad on me. I need 3 rackets strung. Can you hook me up? Yeah, man. It's gonna be like, you got your own strings? Yeah, I got my own string. Yeah, it's gonna be like $90 because you know I got all these rackets to be done, but these are my fees right now. He's like, well, yeah, man, $90. That's a little steep, but you know what? I'm in a bind. You're hooking me up. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's exactly how that should sound, or how that should go. Because for one thing, I don't have a machine. I'm doing last minute. Even though I have the strings, I still need some input. I need some expertise, and I got a tournament tomorrow. And this shame on me too. It's my fault. If that I'm not paying $90 because that's a service for me. What I'm thinking is, all right, damn, because I didn't make the right decisions and plan beforehand. Now I have to pay $90. And for me, that's as a customer, that person right there, that's an easy $90. Like, hey, you'll do my strings, do it now, and all I gotta pay is $90. Easy day. So you gotta find out what their reason why your clients say no. And sometimes they, hey, if you didn't say no because you have a certain string, then you're like, hey, maybe this is that one I'm fine. Now you get multiple clients looking for that string, you might be like, hey, I might need to carry that string. But clients have, if they call it in business, like tension price tension. You know, what's their threshold? And I always talk about in the last episode, Goldilocks effect, right? Where the port's too hot, the port's too cold, that middle one, the port's just perfect. And you need to find that with your client. You gotta be a solid observer. As a stringer, I mean, you got the technical stuff. We know you can string. We know you have great, you know, form or whatnot. But do you have great soft people skills? Do you read and you persuade somebody? You need to be a little bit of self. And I find out that a lot of stringers lack of that. They treat it like, hey, this is my baby, this is my profession, this is great. You know, I have all the certification out of this, that, and the third. But you're not listening to that client. You're not exactly giving what they want. And you have to know how to read a client, right? Now, what's your price, right? You're like, hey, Smitty, why are you always talking about price changes?
Too low.
Like that? Because it's important. As a stringer,
So I'm still trying to establish my client base, so I can't exactly raise my prices.
work this out.
It's $20 with my strings
Either
and
one, you're guaranteed
$25 with their
finish your price,
strings.
right?
And I don't
When you
always
reduce your
charge
price,
always charge $25.
Anybody can
If
do
a
that. It's an
client
easy thing
gives
to
me
do.
2 rackets or more, I might knock off $5 discount.
Two, it's increasing your price, increasing your value. That's hard to do. One and two. One, you lower your price. You have much more volume. I'll give you the pros and cons. You have more volume.
Yeah, I'm just trying to build up volume right now.
Streaming to do. You probably have like 10, 20.
Somebody who has
$10 for a
stream for tournaments and everything, like professional tournaments and whatnot.
Club stringer.
That's a different story.
Players, you get your recreational player. Sometimes you make some pros, things like that. You get a whole bunch of it. It's $10. Like, hey, it's an easy fix. Now you move into the increase your demographics got much smaller. Much smaller. Instead of 10 or 20 clients you may get that 3 or 4 clients. What's the difference? Same thing as retail. Same thing as high-end luxury. You can consider that. And I'm not knocking on any Kias or Hondas or whatever, but that's kind of a lot of people order it. It's made for the mass and the vast. But when you're talking about Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls Royce, it's a small niche game. It's higher value. You gotta pay more. It has a luxury status. Yes, the car takes you to the same place, but as you can see, when you have those clientele out there, you have a whole bunch of them, small prices, you're like, oh, it's heavy. What's the pros and cons about this? Let's see. What's the pros and cons of having a luxury streaming with celebrities or whatever? You get a high caliber class of clients, of players. They'll be more serious about their streaming, right? It's not be, oh yeah, put whatever. Oh, I'm using natural cut. I can get some Lux on, What else? What's the pros about having high end? You're probably gonna get more. That means you get to focus. When you work on these rackets, you're like, okay, pay attention to detail. I'm not gonna cut corners. There's more money. You can maybe hire a second person, third person. Maybe you upgrade your machine. Maybe instead of having a drop weight, now you're using a Liardo.
I wouldn't pay anybody to stream my racket with a drop weight machine, to tell you the truth.
You're the Louis Vuitton of streaming. You're the Chanel, the Hermes, Ferrari. Maybe those 4 or 5 clients of yours will pay the same amount of money of those
Ouch.
13 or 30 clients. But what are you doing?
This is what I hate about these base clamps.
You get that status.
You get your finger in the wrong place.
It gives you that status, that higher pedestal.
Phew.
Stronger.
It almost break my bone.
I've done like a Grand Slam, men's nationals, boys nationals. It gives you a little ammunition. I'm better than the rest. You don't have to even be cocky. You should be like, hey, phone calls. Be like, hey, I'm in a bind. I'm kind of new in the area. Or team stringer, he got sick, and we need somebody to string for us bad, man. We're calling from UVA, and oh, you guys rock. We would love to come help you out. We've obviously done plethoras of rackets, and we're gonna sort you guys out pretty well. Like, when do you need these rackets? Like, dude, man, we got a game this weekend. If you kind of sort us out, on Friday, just kind of hook us up, and then we'll see how you are. And like, I think our guys could be gone for a minute. Yeah, man, I'm down for it. However, being as me, it's last minute. I gotta rearrange some of my schedule.
Wow.
I know your college team.
I wasted this much string with this racket.
$25 per racket right now. And actually, that's for school and veterans. Usually my fees is $30. I know you guys probably have your own string, so you can hook me with $30 a racket. I would love to do it. Ooh, $30. I gotta go talk to my director, but since this is last time and things like that, we might be able to sort you out. Yeah, man. Obviously, we do well. It's just my, the F&I. We've done plenty of tournaments. Work with from ATP to WTA players all the way to clubs like yourself, and all the way down to the boys next door. Because he's mentally he's not there. His know-how is not there. Now, I mentioned Roger Federer, Novak, Nadal. He probably wants somebody who's at that league. They're not just playing for fun. They're not playing for just kind of record. They're playing for obviously status, ranking. That's supposed to be money. So they need somebody who can, Nike's not gonna come to me like, yo, Smitty, I want you to figure out the new basketball shoes. Like, no, they're gonna hire somebody professional. Now, if I was, doing some rec league coaching and stuff like that, I would say, hey, yo, Smitty, Coach Smitty, what do you think basketball shoes is good for my son? Like, go to the clearance rack, go cheap because you're gonna burn through this real quick. Try some out. As long as you guys are good at ankle sport, I'm happy with it. It's 2 different teams. Now that we talked about the pros of having high, end clientele, let's go to the other spectrum. Yeah, I like to give the devil's advocate. So let's look at the benefit of doing things for less. Okay? You get more demand. You'll have less resource. You're gonna turn things over faster because speed, time is money. You're open to varieties of clientele. From the luxury, you can only got 10. Now you probably get 30. So you just have to.
It's hard to get this one in.
But the cons of having, doing it for less, having your status or value low, is you'll be overworked. You have no money to subcontract all the work. You have to do it. You're losing time. You're making more mistakes. You're getting tired. You consider it to your wife and kids at home. Are you McDonald's or are you?
String though.
No clue. You gotta figure out where you want to be. And I feel like everybody wants to be at the top. You want to be the Lamborghini in the world.
No, it's the last string.
Profit comes last. I feel like people say, "Hey, is this profit? Just for being happy? Taking a little vacation, not burning out, spending time with the family." So you just gotta visualize that. And so last thing I wrote this down. Risk. Dude, high risk. When you have a high risk thing, it's the worst of all, right? You get scared. Like, oh man, this is high risk. Like, dude, man, I have a tournament tomorrow. If I win this, I'll go to nationals. I'm not gonna have a high risk stringer string my thing when I know I'm playing at that level. Right? The likelihood of success is very low. So yeah, as much as I want to pay $10, Smitty's charging 30. He has Amazing Crosses has some, have some backing. Word of mouth, reviews, status. I want to go with Amazing Crosses. Right? You want to reduce the pain, guys. Like I said, when clients say no, it's like you want to reduce that pain. Like, oh my god, last time I went to a stringer and they didn't give me the right test. I didn't feel well. The strings he gave me, I didn't quite like. So you kind of have to give them a little ammunition. Okay, I've been doing this for a while. Trust me, I got you. I'll go moving forward. Right. Now, another way to this is kind of a bonus. If you can make money on the side, you're a stringer, but if you can have a vertically integrated business, so let's say you're a stringer, right? Imagine you're a good artist. Hey, I do painting. I do merch. I make t-shirts, hats. All right. So when I make money or lose money, that still supports what I do, stringer. Because I have the YouTube, I have Instagram, I have working with Salenko, Wilson. I sell clothing. I do clothing with the gift. Doing Salenko shirts. It's hot. There's ice cream. Doing towels. Doing this, that, and the third. Like I said, it's kind of a wash, or I might be losing money, but at the end of the day, all those skills and all those experience helps me as a stringer, even though it has nothing to do with that business. Like I said, that's why it's an integrated business. It's like it helps push me into a different level. I'm not just a stringer. Social media, influencer, consultant, brand design, an engineer. I fix things. I create things. Guys, if you love these type of videos, man, please follow, like, subscribe, make more comments. Give me some more ideas. Like I said, it's fun for me. I can do role playing all day long, and I hope you had fun with this video. Hit me up on DMs on Instagram, things like that. I think this is gonna be the next move for me. And I hope you guys have the best time taking these skills and using it at your work, life. Like I said, it doesn't have to be about tennis. Like, you use these ideas, just change the tennis clients to your restaurant clients, to your hair clients, to your co-workers, things like that. Like, do you want to be perceived as high-end luxury rent, or you want to be the McDonald's upstream? And I think,
how many amateurs think they can win a game off a professional tennis player? And so what does the survey say?
It says 71% of players overall think they can win a game against a professional, about 50-30.
Okay. And is there any weight on your racket, or is it stock?
Yeah, so it comes stock. Got some lead tape up the top here. Basically, I don't know the exact specific specifications.
But
I
hey,
think
it's all done.
Around 310.
Thank you very much for watching. Happy hitting.
Put the lead tape all over the racket, so I like the best.
Please like and subscribe. We'll measure his weight, swing weight, and balance for him.
To drive to the ball more, or what's the benefit?
Drive to the ball more and gives a little bit more power to my shots. I think this